My hair is a mess, my shelves are a mess, my room is a mess, but you can't see it. My life is a mess, but we're gonna ignore that because I got a package. It came a little early and I'm hella excited about it. Hello friends, that wasn't much of an introduction. Today I'm going to be doing what's in Danni's mailbox, but it's going to be a quick what's in Danni's mailbox because I know what's in here. My little nanny gave me some gift cards that she had laying around her house for chapters, and I checked the balance of these gift cards and one of them had $20 on it, and I was like, it was perfect. And so I took that as the opportunity to order this bad boy, and it's like a week early. Guys, I'm so excited for this book. I haven't told you what it is yet, but you can kind of guess from the title because I'm going to be making some predictions after this. But inside here, unless chapters has messed up, should be Acowar by Sarah J. Maas. Still haven't figured out how to say her name. I want to do some predictions on what I think is going to happen in Acowar, but I need to get the book out first and see it because this is supposed to have the exclusive end pages, and I'm not ready. Oh, there's a strip.
I'm never good at these pull tabs, clearly. Nope. I have no strength. There we go. Got it.
I'm so excited to see it. Is it the right book? Is it the right book? What if it's not? Who needs coupons? Oh, I'm gonna have to pick those up later. When you have this. It's smaller than I thought it would be. Acowar is just so big that I thought this would be bigger. Oh, it's so pretty. I have A Court of Wings and Ruin. Oh my god. It's got the Indigo exclusive edition. The end pages are beautiful fan art that I have not looked at online because I didn't want to spoil myself. So here, I'll let you see it first. Is it pretty? Is it? There is totally like, I'm just realizing that like there's a face. What is this life? There's a little tiny tear in my dust jacket. I'm not happy about that. But we're gonna take the dust jacket off and see the beauty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look how pretty it is. Is there different pictures on the back? There is. Yes, my queen, my queen. What is this life? This is like, this was the best money I have spent. This book only cost me $17 to order it online, have it free shipped to my house, and I got double points. This was the best purchase ever, and it came early. I feel so privileged, so lucky to have it early. I want to start it now, but I'm like midway through a book. I just made my day so much better. I know that this is very awkward. It doesn't show on my shelves, and I'm not sorry about that because I just wanted to film it. I just wanted to open it and see it. And now I'm going to do some predictions for what I think is going to happen in this book. I'm sure that my predictions are very similar to a lot of other people's predictions, but I don't spoil myself by Tumblr-ing about it. I don't really venture on Tumblr anymore. I should. I really should. But I'm afraid I'm gonna get spoiled, and I don't want to see other people's predictions and then let those be my predictions. Just saying, there's gonna be major spoilers for book 1 and 2, which is Acowar and Acowar. So if you have not read those books, or if you don't care about being spoiled, you can watch on. But if you haven't read those books, don't watch this part until you've read them, because you need to read them. Honestly, I feel like I could have skipped Acowar and just went to Acowar. Acowar was like a prequel to me. I didn't like it as much as I loved Acowar. That's because of Tamlin, but you know, the funny thing is, in Acowar, like towards the end with the whole battle scene with Amarantha, I was so bored. I just wanted it to be over. I wanted things to be happy again. My favorite character wasn't even Farah or Tamlin. Like, I liked Tamlin in the beginning, and then I didn't, and then I loved Lucian, still do. Oh my god. I obviously loved Farah by the end, but like, my feels for Tamlin really didn't go anywhere. They were like, here, and Lucian were like here, and Farah just kind of skyrocketed towards the end. And then Acowar happened, and read this series solely because I knew Whitney loved Rhysand so much, and I read the first book and I was kind of let down because like there wasn't much Rhys, and I thought there was, and then I realized that all the Rhys feelings came from Acowar, and I didn't have a copy. I didn't have access to a copy in the library, and Hannah from Push Hannah was so gracious to let me borrow her copy, which was over there, which I need to return. I loved Rhys. I loved everything about that book except for Tamlin. Oops, not sorry. And so now I'm very excited and needed a copy of this. I will probably get a copy of Acowar, and not that I like it very much, but I'd probably get a copy of Acowar too, just to keep the series going, like, complete and beautiful. And I'm hoping that maybe I could get this guy signed by Miss Sarah J. when I'm at BookCon, because Hannah and I ordered our tickets tonight, so I'm excited about that too. Enough babble about the past two books. Here are some of my predictions for this bad boy. I'm not gonna number them. I thought there was gonna be only like 5, but there are more. So we're just gonna go with it. I think somebody is going to die at some point. I don't think that you could go into a book called Acowar, you know, W-A-R, without, and with the knowledge of the war happening. You can't go into a book named Acowar with the knowledge of the war and not have somebody die. That being said, I have no idea who Sarah J. Maas would kill off. Like, whoever she kills, other than certain people, would really kill everybody that reads this book. Because there are so many fan theories, so many ships that people want to happen, like Nesta and Cass and Azriel and Mor, maybe Lucian and Elaine. Not really sure about how I feel about that yet, just because Lucian is like a small bean. No, I want to see how that works out, but like, I don't know. He seemed weirded out about having a mate with a mortal, specifically Farah's sister, but you know. So I think if she killed anybody, I mean, it's inevitable, but like, it's gonna murder everybody who reads this, who like loves these characters. I don't know who I would be okay with dying. I don't think I'd be okay with any of them. The only one I think, if anything, I think I'd be okay with Aren, or A-H-R-E-N. I think I'd be okay with her dying, not because I don't like her, but I feel like at this point she kind of not wants to die, but she wants to be at peace, and she's been alive for so long that she would be okay with dying. Even if it was like a brutal way to die, maybe she'd be somehow at peace with that death. I don't know. That's my logic. Ships that I have, okay, is Farah and Rhys, obviously. Not sure about Lucian and Elaine. Like, Elaine, I know that's gonna probably happen, but I don't know how I feel. I definitely could see a Nesta and Cassian thing happening. Like, Nestian, is that what it is? Nestian? I think they'd be really cute because she's so strong-willed, very opinionated. And then there's Cass, and of course Azriel and Mor. I'd love to see that happen, only because it's such like a pining for each other, but they don't realize that, or maybe they do, but they don't want to act upon it. But like, I could 10 out of 10 go for them being together, and it would murder me if they got together and then one of them died like right after. That would be evil. That would be pure evil. My question is, what is even the war about? Like, I feel like we haven't really had an explanation as to what the war is. Can somebody explain it to me? Like, what is this war about? What even is this war? What is Acowar? I want to know what's gonna happen to Cassian, because I mean, obviously he goes to the Night Court with everybody else, and Farah goes with Tamlin. So does he keep his wings or does he not? Like, I feel like it could go either way. She could say, yes, he keeps his wings, but they're like ruined, he'll never fly again, or they could be completely gone and murdered. And I don't know how I feel. Like, what would happen if he lost his wings? I think they said that they would literally rather die than lose their wings. So like, if he lost his wings, would he kill himself, or would Nesta be the one to make him feel okay with not having his wings? Like, there are so many options. My one fear is that this is gonna end up like Twilight, in the sense that there are those people. There's Miriam and like Draken or something, and like, what if they came back and like fought in the war? Like, I think there's gonna be a war, obviously, but what if it's gonna end up like Twilight, where the war between the Volturi and Bella and Edward and their family and everything, like, it happens but it doesn't because of Alice? Like, what if these people come in and it's like an Alice and Jasper situation on this war, and like it stops at the very end, right before anything happens, before anybody dies? Or like, what if everybody dies, but then it's like the psychological trip that kind of like Alice, but like, you know, that's my theory. What if that happens? What if we end up like that? I'm gonna have a problem with it. Another thing I'm kind of towing the line of is how I feel if Pharaoh were to get pregnant. Perfect. If she were to get pregnant with Reese's kid, obviously, because yes, I would be okay with it. At the same time, I wouldn't, because it's like Twilight, you know. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I feel like it'd be too much like Twilight, but at the same time, I wouldn't hate it. But like, what if she didn't have the baby? What if she's pregnant during the war and like she finds out through the cereal? I think that would be a really good way to reveal that information, but at the same time, it's like it'd kind of be obvious. And I've heard that theory a couple of times from different people, specifically Jenna Clark. The theory that like if the cereal came back and told her she's pregnant, and then like they go to war and she's pregnant and then she loses the baby, and it's like, don't do this to me. Don't Twilight me. Don't do this. Honestly, had you asked me when I read Acowar if I would be this invested in a fantasy series, because y'all know I don't like fantasy series that much. Is this considered fantasy? I think it is. I don't think I would have been able to say that I would be this invested in characters. I read Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas and really didn't love it as much as other people have. And I haven't even bothered to pick up the books after Throne of Glass. And I don't know that I would have picked up Acowar had it not been for like Whitney, and then hearing Hannah talk about Reese and then like encourage me to read that book. And now that I've read that book, and now I'm gonna read this one, and I'm like, I'm so invested in this series. It's like Snow Like Ashes all over again. And I still haven't read the last book of that, so I kind of need to do that too. It kind of reminds me of Snow Like Ashes in a way because of the whole kingdoms thing, but obviously it's different because of the whole Fae thing. And it's also new adult, and Snow Like Ashes is not. It's YA. I just have a lot of feelings, and I'm very excited to get to this, and I think I'm going to break my rule. I'm already like between 2-ish books. I'm currently reading The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli, which is beautiful. Molly is me. I am Molly. Kind of. I'm also reading Girl Heart Girl Up There by Lucy Sutcliffe, but that's kind of like a buffer book for when I don't have anything to read and I just need something to read, you know? But I think I'm gonna break my rule and read both this and this. And this will be my school book because it's small-ish, and this will be my home book because if it's anything like Acowar, I'm not gonna want to read it in public because I'm either going to cry, scream, or go severely red-faced like I do when things get awkward. Comment some of your predictions down below if you have any for Acowar. I would love to hear your theories, but also keep in mind that some people are going to be watching this video without wanting spoilers, so maybe try and space your spoilers to the bottom of your comment. I don't know. I'm trying to be conscientious of everybody. I know I talked about it a lot in this video, but if you want like a full breakdown review of the entire series once I've finished Acowar, please let me know down below. I think I'd have a lot of things to talk about, more than I talked about in this video, in a full review of the series once it's done. Is this even counted as the finale? I feel like it could be, but maybe it's not. That is it for this video, you guys. My next one's probably going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a wrap-up, but it's probably going to be a haul because somehow, despite my barely buying books, other than this one, I've accumulated at least 8 or 9 books, maybe. Oops. I'll see you in whatever video comes next. Bye! Oh my god! Oh, it smells good. It's got new book smell. Thank you for watching my video. Hope that you really enjoyed the show. Hit that subscribe button down below and go and read some books.